Sadly, God feels that I am
made for this fight. The girls that get it.
44 minutes to 4, an angel walked up to my door, opened the windows to my soul, told me he think that I should know there's no slowing down. As the globe spins around, you gotta keep going, gotta keep going.
Hi, my name is Lolo and welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to talk to you guys about people speaking things that they see in you that maybe you might not see in yourself. And I'm going to share with you how I was ultimately shoved into this direction unbeknownst to myself. And during this journey, I have learned so much, the highs, the lows, things that I just didn't anticipate, some fears that I had to confront and get over. I can tell you honestly, it's not for the faint-hearted. Today I'm going to be running some errands, meeting up with my sister, possibly having to go and grab a few bits and bobs, because if you've checked out my other blog, which I recommend if you haven't, you would know that I've been having some issues with my gut. So I am having to restructure things that will maybe bring me back to a place where we can calm down all the unsettledness that I've been facing. Of course, the big thing that anyone would say is go to your diet and have a full inventory, because lately I've broken out, I've got heat rushes, I've got just stuff that's coming out because things are going on internally. My lips are dry, I'm constantly having to put a lip balm to keep them moisturized, but because I'm going to be putting some lipstick on today, I'm not going to put too much of that as I head out. It's also a nice day to head out too, very sunny, and that means we're just going to make the most of it, because we know God has a sense of humor with the weather down here. Or you know, it could be like torrential rain outside. So for safekeepings, I didn't want to get a bit carried away and forget where I am. I thought I'd bring this little, I don't know what you can call this little jacket, because I just didn't feel comfortable to head out without anything, even though the weather's saying that it's very warm. I just thought, let me put my sensible hat on. So I will show you guys what I'm wearing today. I like to color block. I love neutral colors. Navy blue, I think, has got to be one of my favorite colors, because it's not quite black, but then it's not quite blue, but then it's blue, if you get what I mean. The girls that get it, get it. Sometime in 2024, I had a work coach, and this work coach spoke life over me. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember her name, but she was such a sweetheart. And she said to me, I don't know what you're doing here. I think, do you have like social media, like a YouTube channel? I was like, no. But little did she know that I was having dreams that God was giving me that I would one day be on YouTube creating content. Of course I didn't want to, because I had to obviously overcome shyness, I had to come self-esteem issues, I had to overcome self-doubt. Yeah, and I'm just taking some gummies for my belly, and these are Goli Nutrition Daily Biotic Gummies. I don't know if they help, but I take them anyways. I think I'm supposed to take 3 actually. Who knows? So going back to that work coach, she asked me, are you on YouTube or something similar? And I said, no, I'm just on TikTok. She said, I really think that I think that you would be good at that. And I don't know what gave her that impression, because she was only meeting me for maybe like a second time. You know, it was professional. She didn't have my socials or anything like that. But there was something about her, or something that maybe God was showing her in that moment, that I didn't quite fully accept. And so fast forward to many encounters later, people would always like say, oh, you'd be really good at it, so and so. But I just didn't feel like I was where I needed to be, or that I had the mental strength to start building something that was new, because I have been an entrepreneur, I have a business, and it's hard work for you to start seeing growth. So that's something that I really didn't feel comfortable. I just felt like I wanted to do my own thing. I simply thought that going back into the workforce would make my life a lot more simple and a bit more structured and predictable. Sadly, God feels that I am
Made for this fight.
And just, you know, playing a part of the system. But we're here now, so I'm getting the groove of things, and I'm actually coming to accept that I've been pushed into a predicament where I have absolutely no option but to be aligned with the vision that God is set for me. I'll tell you another thing that recently, and I was really taken aback by it. He just said, "Oh, Lolo, you have the gift of charisma." And I was like, wow. What is that? Anyways, I know I'm a bit of a chatterbox. I know I tell stories. I know I can be up there in la la land just yapping away. I didn't really take much into it. I just thought he was making an observation. Little did I know that he was actually prophesying, because yeah, God later on confirmed that to me in the most amazing ways and made me understand my personality a bit more. Sometimes I say this to say that you may be the last person who knows exactly what you're destined for. Other people will drop seeds, and eventually you will just start to operate in that flow, in that gift, in that essence. And this is how I found myself here. I wouldn't say to you that it's going to be something that's easy or something that you automatically feel bold to, called to, qualified to. No, but it's something that you definitely grow into. If there's something that maybe you feel that you want to try out, and you feel like maybe what people have said, there's something into that, try it and explore it and see where it takes you. There's no harm, you can't lose. Rather than sitting on talents and gifts, use them, girl. Just use them, and yeah, thank me later.
You have a habit of stealing my hair with kisses that linger, with moments so rare. You have a habit of breaking my walls with hugs that feel in.
I don't know if I should put mascara, but I just don't feel like it's too much today anyways. Okay guys, this is the look of the day. If you like, I've got my mother shoes on. I don't know if you can see them through the camera, but if I'm wearing these, then you know that we're going to be on my feet and I'm going to be comfortable. They are sexy, they are glam, they are comfortable and yet effortless. If you know, you know. I haven't shaved my legs, but I'm going to take this just for a little bit of modesty.